Hi everyone, it's Jen again. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already July 21st. So, what have I been doing this past week? I have been feeling better, so thankfully my, I don't know, overactive, stress-related gut issues have calmed down. And so I've been having more energy and sleeping better and generally just feeling better in general. So that's always a good thing, regardless of where I'm at in my development. I have finished all of the art assets for this coming Bond update for Arcane Dice Wars, and I have all my programming in place. So gosh, it's been a while since I've opened this project. I have done my lint test here and it hasn't found any immediate red flag errors yet, so that's good. We have the gifting options in place now, so when you go to the tavern and you select the gift option, if you've made all these requirements, then you will be able to offer the pendants or the friendship, the rings to the companion. So there's some conditionals here. You have to have the item in stock, you have to have a bond level 5, and you have to have a loyalty level of 110 or higher. You also can't have already established the other type of relationship with them, and you can't have already, so if you're trying to give them the romance item, the bond level 6 to pursue the romance route, you can't already be in the romance route with them, you can't already be in the friendship route with them, and you can't have already tried to propose to them and been rejected. And you also can't have already been rejected from all routes. So that's what this conditional is. So if you meet all those requirements, then you can propose to them. And so I have all those proposals and these script files here. And these are all written. So we do have the conversation that happens if you, let me go to the, since we're talking about the romance bonding. If you've already tried to initiate a friendship with them and you got rejected, then you have like this option to have this conversation with them. Otherwise, it's going to be a nice new fresh proposal that you go through this dialogue with them, and then just depending on whether or not you've established intimacy with this character, then they will accept it or they will not accept it. Some of the characters will still accept regardless of your intimacy level on the friendship end, just depending on what seemed most in character for that character. So I guess some characters are a little bit more desperate than others, or forgiving, whichever you'd like to frame it as, with certain relationships and with certain second attempts. So I would say, as a whole, to be safe, have that intimacy level of like a 3 or higher if you want to pursue romance, or 2 or lower if you want to pursue friendship, and that will work for all the characters. And some of the characters have a little bit more wiggle room than others. So that is implemented, and then I also do have the locations for finalizing that bond level 6. Let's see, under area. So I have these relationship areas set up where you will be able to jump to that convo. And I have these in place. This kind of like, what do you call it? This list for when you become bond level 6 with a character. They will be added to this list, and that list will get priority for doing morning and evening routines with the character. So kind of going forward after you establish a max bond with a character, they will have priority with helping you in the morning and the night get settled in and wake up, until you add more characters that have bond level 6, and then it will become a randomized roll. So that's kind of what that list is for. And then I've also implemented the new morale skills that unlock at bond level 6. I'm still doing some play testing with some friends to see how overpowered they are and if they need to be toned down. Half of me is just kind of like, I'll let them be overpowered, the player deserves it. At this point, they've dealt with enough RNG and like having to sit there and maximize your strategy with your element and your faction, that you should be given a little bit of wiggle room by the time you reach this point in the game. But I did nerf Ruin's burn ability because it seemed like it was almost a better strategy to be at a disadvantage so that you could just rely on his retaliation damage. But since retaliation is only at a 50% chance, it probably still is not the best strategy to go if you can help it. Let's see. So in my battle script, which is looking messier and messier as I keep developing this game, and I don't know why this is highlighted in red as if it's like evil, as if it's broken. It actually does work, so I'm not really sure why it doesn't like this. But I have this list that populates at the beginning of battle to determine who randomly will do that little intro thing where they say something at the beginning of the battle and they say something at the end of the battle. And that list is called Guild Shouter. So I'm using that same list to determine if this character's been deployed, and if they've been deployed, and if you have enough mana, and if you haven't already used an ultimate skill, and if they are bond level 6, then you will see the option to use their morale skill. And I had created a test script for this because I've gotten to the point where my development, I have a hard time keeping up with my playing the game and testing all the options. So now I have this this testing script where they're all just max level everything with you, and then I can just give them intimacy if I want to test the romance routes, and I can just go straight to this tavern. Samuel is going to inform you about the different locations that you should make these proposals at. So he lets you know that these will unlock when when somebody accepts your proposal. You will be able to travel to these new locations and why they're symbolically a good choice. And now I can gift these options because I have all the items in stock. Oh yes, and let me go out for a moment. I did go and adjust the items for the crafted items, so now they don't bleed over into the background and get lost. So thank you very much, Just a One Girl, for pointing out that bug. The menus are pretty haphazardly put together, so I apologize for it just not being aligned properly. Hopefully this will work better. So we have all these rings and we have all these pendants in stock. And the bond levels should all be, when we look at the bond levels, they're all level 5, and we all have loyalty of 110, so they're all ready to be proposed to. Whether it be friendship. I guess I'm doing all friendship this time around, unless you want to see me get rejected, because I didn't give myself any intimacy, so I didn't flirt with these characters. So I could just go ahead and let's. Oh dear, what happened? Player has no attribute. Oh, that was a typo. So if I go into this script, I don't know why I put hero. The player character doesn't have that property. It's the characters that have that property. So let me go into the ring options. And this should be... I'm having trouble typing because my cat is sitting on my lap right now, so excuse me for that. So now I have it properly here. I don't know why. This is like the type of bugs that it's like I went out of my way subconsciously to write that the wrong way. Like, I don't even know why I would do that. That's so random. Okay, let's refresh. I don't even understand how my brain works sometimes.
My lady.
Okay, so let's go ahead and... He complains about having to pay for water. And then it's like, no, just come get the ring. So once he's accepted our proposal for friendship, we can go to the travel option and we'll see that the mountain waterfalls is unlocked. And Katner is here. Okay, now it seems to be working, so I have no idea why it crashed before. That was weird. Because we have gained the bond level 6, we unlocked Pilfer. If we travel back to Brookhaven City and we go to the sewers, let's go with Water Knight and Capner, and we need a priest. Let's go with lore.
Let's roll.
Okay, we got some pretty good bonuses here. Whoops, I was supposed to be a priest. I said priest, didn't I? Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and use that, and we get a rare item.
Double bonus.
Together, we can do this.
No longer an option.
Is that all?
Together, we can do this.
Is that all?
Whoa, lucky. High roller.
As expected, a decisive victory.
So Katner will be a good character to have to work on work on his bond level first, just for item and gold farming, because his Pilfer ability basically gives you a guaranteed rare item every single battle against beasts, and will double your gold wager at any point in the battle against humans. So if you're trying to be meta and min-max your playtime, then he would definitely be the character to establish either a maxed friendship bond or romance bond with first. Okay, I think that's all I had to say or show about this week's development. I did have some plans to show a speed paint of the morale arts that I was working on for this update, so I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about my art process a little bit more, but this is already getting to be a kind of long video, so I think I'll save it for another future video. I did also get a request to do a playthrough of Soul Labyrinth, since that viewer is unable to play on the platforms that have available, since I don't have any plans to release a mobile port of it anytime soon. I hope that you're having a good week, a good month, and don't forget to enjoy the process. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.